found myself at a Christian music festival at a place called Asbury University. It's much in the news lately. And it was there, listening to Christian music like they had here at the Iowa State Fair last night with King and Country and other bands. It was like I heard for the first time that God so loved the world that he sent his only begotten Son, that whoever might believe in him might not perish but have everlasting life. And I stood up, I walked down, and I found a young volunteer pastor and prayed to receive Jesus Christ as my personal Lord and Savior, and it changed my life forever. That was the most important decision I ever made. The second most important decision was the day that I followed Karen Whitaker out the back of one church. And then we walked out the front of that church a year and a half later, and she's been my wife for 38 years, and she was the best second lady the United States of America has ever had. And the third most important decision I made is that, full disclosure, I actually started in politics as a teenager. I was involved in the Democratic Party. I was the Youth Democrat Party coordinator in Bartholomew County, Indiana, back in the 70s. But then I started to hear the voice and the values of the 40th President of the United States. And I joined the Reagan Revolution and never looked back. And my faith and my family and my commitment to the conservative agenda, I hope, has defined our career. And I promise you, whatever the people of Iowa and America have in store for us in the future, we'll always build our future on those lodestars of faith and family and a commitment to freedom.
We appreciate that so much.
God.
Thank you so much. So, a lot accomplished during your time as vice president, but can you maybe talk about a couple things that you're really proud of, that really stand out as you served this country as the vice president?
Well, when we came into office, there had been 8 years of the Obama administration that had hollowed out our nation's military. I mean, literally reckless budget cuts. I'll never forget, in our first month in office, I heard from leaders in the Air Force that we had aircraft on the ground being used for spare parts to keep other aircraft in the air. And so I couldn't be more proud to have been part of an administration that made the largest increased investment in our national defense since the days of Ronald Reagan. We rebuilt our military. We finally gave our soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Coast Guard the support they needed to defend this nation. I'm proud of that as a vice president, but I'm also proud of the fact that our son is a captain in the United States Marine Corps. And one of our unworthy son-in-laws is a lieutenant in the United States Navy. So it's personal for us, and frankly, to see the way the Biden administration has been working to cut military spending since they first came into office is another reason why I stepped forward. I mean, even the recent debt ceiling deal that they did, actually, if they don't finish all their work, it'll result in a 1% cut in military spending. At a time that China is literally dropping a new warship in the Asia Pacific about every month, we have an administration that literally is growing government, growing mandates, growing spending, but working to cut defense spending. That all changes the day that I become President of the United States, I promise you.
Thank you for that. I think the weakness on the world stage is scary, what we're seeing right now, and it's just an invitation for some really bad things. So we ask Iowans to weigh in with some questions. So, gas prices are rising, inflation is still a problem. The majority, probably 51% of Americans, are still pessimistic about the economy. They still believe.
All right, again, you're listening live there at the Iowa State Fair here. Again, the all-important state of Iowa. The former Vice President Mike Pence there speaking with the governor at the fair side